Said he always went quiet when the world got loud. Missed calls, dead phone, same old clouds. She shrugged it off like she had before, but I saw the worry she could not ignore. She stood in the yard with her hands in her coat. Said it feels like waiting on a ghost. Knew something was wrong, but she could not say when. Just a knot in her chest she had learned to live in. How do you do this to your children? Leave them holding what you would not face. How do you do this to your children and leave the rest of us to make sense of it? She still goes to work, still laughs on cue, still sets the table like she used to do. But every now and then her voice breaks loose, like something inside finally gave way. She loved him for who he was to her, not for the man he never learned to be. She says loving someone does not mean you rewrite the past or what others did not see. To your children and leave the rest of us to translate. I can see it when the room gets quiet. She exhales like she forgot she could. No more waiting on the next phone and no more living on high alert. How do you do this to your children? How do you do this to your children? I'd have to hear their names. No answers yet, just time.